Our community is growing every day, and your subscription is what makes it stronger. What happens when a woman refuses to shrink herself just to fit society's mold and instead creates her own runway? Imagine standing in front of the mirror, constantly reminded by the world that you should be smaller, thinner, quieter. Now imagine defying all of that and saying, "I am enough as I am." This is the story of Felicity Hayward, a British model who turned the fashion world on its head by celebrating curves, confidence, and self-love. Felicity was born in Suffolk, England, where her love for creativity began at an early age. Unlike many children who tried to blend in, Felicity always had a vibrant spark. She loved fashion, expression, and individuality. Yet, modeling was never her first dream. In fact, she began her career working behind the camera as a stylist in London. But life has a way of steering us where we belong. One day, while styling a shoot, someone suggested that Felicity step in front of the camera. That simple moment would change her life forever. The girl who never saw herself as a model was about to become one of the leading faces of body positivity in the world. Breaking into the fashion industry was not easy. When Felicity first began, the modeling world was still hesitant to embrace curvy women. The runways were dominated by one type of beauty, and there was little space for diversity. But Felicity's presence was undeniable. With her striking blonde hair, radiant smile, and unapologetic confidence, she caught the attention of top agencies. Soon, she was working with global names: Vogue, Glamour, ASOS, MAC Cosmetics, and River Island. Each photo shoot was more than just a job. It was a statement. It was proof that beauty comes in many forms, and curves deserve to be celebrated, not hidden. But Felicity's influence reached far beyond glossy magazine covers. She knew that her purpose was bigger than modeling clothes. She wanted to change how people felt about themselves when they looked in the mirror. That is why she created the campaign, "Self-Love Brings Beauty." Through this movement, Felicity encouraged men and women of all shapes and sizes to embrace their individuality. She spoke openly about the pressures society places on people to look a certain way, and she reminded everyone that confidence is not about fitting into an ideal. It is about loving the skin you are in. Without voices like hers, the fashion industry would still silence diverse beauty. Social media became another platform where Felicity's voice carried power. On Instagram, she built a community of followers who admired not just her style, but her honesty. In a world where influencers often present polished perfection, Felicity chose authenticity. She shared her struggles, her triumphs, and her vibrant fashion looks that celebrated, rather than concealed, her curves. Her bold prints, striking colors, and daring styles told a story of a woman unafraid to stand out. And that courage inspired her followers to find their own confidence, one outfit at a time. Felicity's journey is more than a modeling career. It is a legacy. She has opened doors for curvy models who once believed there was no place for them in fashion. She has shifted conversations around beauty, proving that confidence is the greatest accessory anyone can wear. Her story reminds us that when you stop apologizing for who you are, you not only transform your own life, you light the way for others. If Felicity Hayward's journey inspired you today, imagine how many more incredible stories are out there waiting to be discovered. This is what we celebrate here at Sweet Models World. The models, the influencers, the icons who reshape the industry and inspire millions worldwide. So if you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, because the next biography may be the spark you need on your own journey. And remember, self-love truly brings beauty.